Hello everyone, how are you? Here what happened on Monday Night Raw, April the 24th. Cody Rhodes defeated Finn Balor. This match came about when Finn Balor tried to recruit Cody Rhodes into Judgment Day. Cody Rhodes refused. He won it with the pedigree and then the Crossroads. It was a good match. Check it out. Damian Priest and Rey Mysterio was your main event match on Monday Night Raw. Basically, Rey attacked Damian as soon as the bell rang to get some offense going. The Damian Priest just one-sided match to destroy Rey Mysterio for the majority of the match. Then Bad Bunny showed up, 12 minutes left of the show. They showed him on the Titantron coming backstage, driving in, cutting out the limo. That allowed Rey Mysterio to springboard DDT off the ropes on Damian, 619. Went for the top rope splash, but Damian had grabbed a steel chair, tossed in the face of Rey Mysterio for the disqualification. So Rey won by DQ. Then they kept attacking Rey. Then Bad Bunny made the save with a kendo stick shot. And that backlash is going to be Bad Bunny, Damian Priest, and a street fight. That should be good. Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Gal Gonzalez quickly defeated Damage Control in a 6-1 tag. Nothing exciting there. The Street Profits just destroyed Prime Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. I mean, that was a one-sided match I ever seen in my life, tag team style. It was very fast as well, but Cedric and Shelton never got no offense. It was all Street Profits. Daniel Dawkins slammed down one of them. And then Montez Ford quickly hit the top rope frog splash for the 1-2-3. The LWO took on the Bloodline, a 6-man tag. Great match. Definitely check this one out. LWO did stereo suicide dives to the outside, knocked down each member of the Bloodline. Then Central Escobar knocked down Jimmy. And then out of nowhere, Tolo delivered a 450 Phoenix splash onto Jimmy. Almost won the match. Give the LWO the first win since forming the group with Rey Mysterio. But nope. Jay made the save. Solo Sikoa got pissed off. Just started cleaning house on every member of the LWO. He hit the Samoan spike on Tolo. Picked him up. Just basically handed him off to the Usos to hit the 3D on him for the 1-2-3. Again, the LWO puts on a great match, but they don't win, which is a shame. Last match I Raw talk about. Chad Gable took on Mustafa Ali. This came about backstage where Mustafa Ali approached Alpha Academy and said, hey, what does it come draft? You guys get drafted separately. Chad Gable did not like that. That happened. So this led to the match. Chad Gable suplexed Mustafa Ali. Arm drag takedowns. He went for the rolling German suplex he does out of the corner. Mustafa Ali reversed it into a roll-up for the 1-2-3 for the quick win. Now on to NXT results for April the 26th. Great episode of NXT. I liked it from start to finish. Not the match and the main event match, but everything up to that. You had Pretty Dilly took on the Dons, Tony, and Top Stacks. And this match was basically anything goes, no holds barred. But in order to win the match, you gotta stick both of your opponents in the trunk of a car. That is interesting. Pretty Dilly was just getting destroyed. Tony kept doing his body shots when then he suplexes someone, but he could not connect with the suplex, so he got just delivering body shots. So they got a hold of his partner, Top Stacks, cannonballed him into the corner on Pretty Dilly. Went to do it again. Pretty Dilly moved out of the way, so Top Stacks hit a steel chair. Basically bounced off that chair, by the way. Pretty Dilly then delivered a double team suplex on Tony onto a trash can. They delivered some steel chair shots to both of them. They started fighting to the backstage where the car was, with the hood, with the trunk of the car opened up. They tossed Top Stacks into the trunk. Then they went after Tony. Then all of a sudden, fire extinguisher to the face of Pretty Dilly. I don't know why there was a fire extinguisher in the trunk of the car, but there was. And that allowed Top Stacks to toss one member Pretty Dilly into the trunk of the car. Then him and Tony back body dropped the other guy through a table. Threw him into the trunk of the car, closed the lid. The Dons won the match, and then they drove off with Pretty Dilly. Apparently they dumped him in the river somewhere, is they're going with that. I think it's to write off Pretty Dilly off NXT because Pretty Dilly, alongside the Creed brothers, are the two tag teams that's been selected on NXT that are eligible to be drafted tomorrow night on SmackDown or Monday Night Raw if one of the shows decide to select them. So I think that's why you're going to see Pretty Dilly go to Raw or SmackDown, which I honestly hope they go to SmackDown because that'd be awesome to see them on SmackDown. We had Braun Breaker just destroyed Adrian Chase of Chase University with the Steiner recliner submission. Then we had the return of Cora Jade. She finally had a singles match. Coming back from injury, she took on the Crow Warrior, Ali Valkyrie. Ali Valkyrie was just destroying Cora Jade with like kick strikes, punch strikes, chop strikes, you name it. She was just striking her down. Now, I don't know how many goddamn suplex maneuvers she did. Like a snap suplex, German suplex. She kept doing different types of suplex on Cora Jade, one after the other. Cora Jade could not mount any offense whatsoever. So she grabbed a candlestick. The referee grabbed it away from her, tossed it outside the ring. Cora Jade chop blocked the leg of Ali Valkyrie, delivered a DDT for the 1-2-3, so she had to cheat to basically win the match. Cora Jade is also eligible to be drafted on the upcoming WWE draft. She's also selected alongside Zoe Starks. And some other women on NXT that could be drafted. I'm happy for Zoe Starks to be one of the ones. I hope she gets drafted. I really do. She deserves to be brought up on the main roster. We're supposed to have Arya Dragunov against Dijak, but it showed Arya Dragunov coming to the arena with his luggage and all that. And the Dijak ambushed him, big boot him right in the face, tossed him into ladders that was set like leaning against the walls backstage. Basically just destroyed Arya Dragunov. So that match never took place, folks, because of the ambush attack from Dijak, Dominic Divoskovic there. Then we had Carmelo Hayes defended the NXT World Championship against Grayson Waller. This is Carmelo Hayes' first title defense since winning the title earlier this month against Braun Breaker. Great match. Definitely check it out, folks, if you haven't seen it yet. Oh my god, amazing high-flying matchup. Carmelo Hayes did a springboard clothesline, a springboard DDT. He went to do the springboard atomic leg drop off the ropes, but Grayson Waller moved. Chop blocked the leg, applied a single leg Boston Crab submission. He held that on for quite a while. Carmelo Hayes could not get the ropes for a rope break, so he kicked Grayson Waller off of him. Started attacking Grayson Waller. So Grayson Waller delivered a sit-down powerbomb. Then did that rolling stunner he did. So he went to pin Carmelo Hayes off the stunner, but Carmelo Hayes rolled outside the ring. So Grayson Waller got pissed off, attacked Carmelo Hayes' friend Trick outside with a steel chair across the back, then one to the ribs. Then he put Carmelo Hayes on top of the announce table and did a Shane McMahon-style elbow drop off the top rope through the announce table on the champion. Rolled him back of the ring. Went back of the ring. Carmelo Hayes kicked out in the nick of time. Delivered the leg drop off the ropes. Grayson Waller kicked out of that. Grayson Waller hit a forearm. Carmelo Hayes bounced off the ropes with an awesome super kick. Then Grayson Waller went to do that rolling stunner again. But as he went to do it outside the ring, into the ring, he tripped on the ropes. And his leg got stuck on the ropes. So that allowed Carmelo Hayes to hit the top rope scissors kick. 1-2-3. Carmelo Hayes is still your NXT World Champion. Hell yeah. After the match, he grabbed the mic alongside Trick. And he challenged Braun Breaker to a match at Battleground at the end of May. Braun Breaker came out, accepted the rematch, attacked Trick, speared Trick. Then he speared Carmelo Hayes through like a cardboard part of the arena. Basically, they somewhere in the freaking audience or place, it was like you could tell it was made out of cardboard. The wall where like Braun Breaker just speared Carmelo Hayes through it. Like you could tell that was some weak cardboard too. Like even the fans were like, "What the heck was that?" We had a mixed tag match. The Daisy Dukes of Hazzard stable of Daisy Dukes, Brooks Briggs are separated. So basically, Brooks went bad with Daisy Duke number 2 against Briggs or Daisy Duke number 1. They fought each other. Basically, the Wyndham didn't do hardly nothing at all. They finally got in the match. Daisy Duke number 1 just cleaned house of Daisy Duke number 2. Briggs and Brooks were basically the highlight of the match. Honestly, it should have been a singles match between those two guys, former partners. They beat the shit out of each other. Like, they exchanged forearms, punches, clotheslines. Like, oh my good God, they beat the shit out of each other. God damn. Daisy Duke number 2 passed the purse that is loaded with like a brick or something like that. Passed it to Briggs. Briggs went to actually news it, but Brooks got out of the way. And when he got out of the way, Briggs actually knocked his gal, Daisy Duke number 2, off the ropes. That allowed Brooks to deliver a clothesline for the 1-2-3. After the match, Daisy Duke number 2 told Briggs, "I'm done with you. I don't want nothing to do with you." She left. So now the question is, will Brooks and Daisy Duke number 1 allow Briggs to come back to the group? Main event time. Freeway for the NXT Women's Championship. Indy Hartwell, Triffy Stratton, and Roxanne Perez. Good match. I enjoyed it until the ending. Here's why. Actually, before I get there. Good match. At one point, Roxanne attempted to do like a Undertaker style, like walk the ropes, arm drag move. Some of both with them. She fell miserably. The both of them did not know what to do there whatsoever. Tiffany Stratton got body slammed by Indy Hartwell, who then just cleaned house of both with them. Delivered drive-by big boots, or they hung up in the ropes. Stereo suicide dives to the outside of both of them. Tiffany Stratton delivered an amazing swanton bomb off the top rope to the outside of both Wyndham, who was laid down outside. But as she came off the top rope, Indy Hartwell, his leg got twisted. You can see the replay. The way she landed on the leg, it was nasty. She was taken to the back, so it became one-on-one. Tiffany Stratton just destroyed Roxanne. Then all of a sudden, Indy Hartwell came back to the ring. Bam. One of the weakest forearm shots I ever seen in my life. Won the match on Roxanne. Like, if you want to come back to the ring and deliver a move, anything besides a forearm. Like, come on. And that was the weakest forearm I saw. Like, has some oof to it, right? Roxanne should have kicked out of that in no time whatsoever. To me, the one that actually stood out in that match was Tiffany Stratton. She was amazing in that match. I actually was rooting for her to win the title. But Indy Hartwell retained the title. She spent the last 15 minutes backstage. So I don't know if it's a storyline injury or she actually did get hurt, but she was okay to go. I'm not sure yet. Next week on NXT, Drew Gulak's going to challenge Wesley for the North American Championship. And also on NXT next week, it is, I'm sorry, I got to figure out who it is right quick. I wrote down here, I apologize. Nope, not that page. Not that paper. Oh, Genji and Jade. Former members of Toxic Attraction will face off one-on-one. That's the other match. So yeah, folks, stay safe, everybody. Let me know below in the comment section who you think is going to get drafted on Raw or SmackDown. Too sweet. Bye.